Hello, today we're going to be doing an eye exam. We're just pretty simple. We're going to go with this thing right here. So, can you see this thing? Okay, hello, yes. So, this thing right here, can you look at the eyes? Follow the eyes. Count how many blinks. Count how many blinks. Good. Okay, we're going to switch to the other side. Count how many blinks. Count how many blinks. Alright, I think we're done with this utensil. Good work. Okay, welcome to your eye exam. Hi, hello, yes, we're going to be doing some eye exam things. Like examining your eyes. Good. We're on the same page then. So I've got some playing cards. But they're not just any playing cards. No, they're fun. Struggling to open them, but maybe that's better for the ASMR aspect anyway. Exactly. I know what you're thinking. We're 3 minutes and we haven't done a single eye exam. And you're wrong, because the cat was an eye exam. I stand by it. Besides, we're about ready. I'm not really wanting to just do like old tippy taps, but like these are some pretty good tippy taps. So it's nice and firm. Alright, so should we do this in order or should we do this randomized? I don't know. Let's start with that. Okay. So I have my pointer tool. Can you look right here? And right here. Good. Right about there, and then right over. Good. Okay, I'm gonna turn back around real fast and see what can you look right about. And right about. Good, and okay. Oh, let's continue on. This is good enough of a spot. Let's just pull them out, whatever one comes out. Alright, let's see, whatever one wants to present itself. These are nice textures too. quality textures, quality textures. Okay, so can you tell me the back of this card? It's a nice looking back too. Nice looking back, but let's look at the front. So right here. Can you use that eye for me? Use that eye right there. Look at right here. What's it got in its mouth right there? Its beak. What's it got in its beak? Right about here. And here. The flower. Very good. Maybe a rose. Who knows? Most importantly, it's a flower. Okay. So overall though, what is this word right here? You can also just kind of look right here. The easier option. Okay. That was for the thumbnail, possibly. I'm not guaranteeing it, but it was. Go fast before we move on for the next card. The bird. Just tell. Mockingbird. Yep. Makes sense, you know, with the whole Joker. Yep. Correct. Put that right there. Move on to the next card. Oh. This one's similar, not quite the same. And this is one that came to mind whenever I thought of what would be the Joker card. And after I thought of it, I was like, oh yeah, of course it's the Mockingbird. But this one also was what I was thinking of as well. Again, what's that in its beak? You are correct. It is a flower. So you can't really see the sweater too well, but we got ghosts. We got ghosts going on. We got a lot of ghosts going on. Should I do some merch like this? Just, you know, thoughts. Having thoughts. So you don't have thoughts. You have vision. Does that work? You. Look right here. Bird. What is it? Magpie. Yeah. Magpie. Right here. Magpie. Black-billed magpie. If I'm reading that correctly. I am reading that correctly. Are you reading that correctly? We're doing this for you, not for me. What do you mean it's blurry? Fix it. Is that better? What if I bring it all the way in? What if I open up your aperture, huh? It's still come on. I need to get your eyes checked. We're doing that right now, huh? Not great. Not great. Alright. Let's see what we got. But that makes sense. It makes a lot of sense and it's real cute. It makes a lot of sense and it's real cute. What are we thinking here? This is cute, huh? This is real fucking cute. This is the Ace of Spades. Everybody's favorite card except other than Queen of Diamonds. So. Can you recognize the bird? I don't know why I've started speaking like this. Can you recognize the bird? It is a scissor-tailed flycatcher. Got the scissor tail and they got the fly in there too. How cute is that? How cute is that? How cute is that? So cute. I didn't do that. You know what I was trying to do was I was trying to find it. Trying to see if they had any sort of gradation for the illustration on these. Artwork. Here it is. Artwork by Ericus Chesonis. Ericus Chesonis. That's what I'm gonna go with. Fantastic work. Stupendous. Big fan. Big fan. Yeah, but for real though, what about the sweater? What do you think about the sweater merch potentiality? This is a 2 of spades. Now I don't know if the birds are going to be different for the other 2s, or if they're going to be the same bird, and they'll have different design. I'm pretty sure, but I don't know if it'll be a bird. Right here is a tufted titmouse. It's a tufted titmouse. Can you recognize the word tufted titmouse there, please? What if I lock it in more? Fantastic. That one's improvement. We're getting better. We're getting better. I'm gonna type up a little bit of notes. That way you have a little bit of difference in volume, trigger. I don't know why I said volume. Well, I guess it comes out of your volume. Nope, disregard me. It's not showing the merch enough. The merch. That's not even my merch yet. It's not throwing the sweaters hard, is what I'm just saying. I like the sweater a lot, and I want to show it off. I don't know. I think it's cute. Alright. This is more of a, this is Eye-Exam hangout. Eye-Exam. Yeah. This is a laid back one. You know, this is the one where your eyes are gonna get checked. Are they gonna be fixed? No. Are they gonna get checked? Maybe. Either way, what we got here is I don't know how to say this, but I'm gonna try. It's a spotted towhee. Never heard of him. Don't think I've ever seen one. But the branching on this is quite wonderful. It's quite swell. If you look over here, the way it travels all the way up is very nice. I also love the feathers in this one's wings a lot. This is very well done, as well as the little crest there is very cute. Very well done with the crest. So. Fantastic work again. It's awful cute. They had to show it a bit too. So if you were to guess what this is right here, you'd be correct. It is a yellow rumped warbler. I know that's exactly what you were about to say. Fantastic. Fantastic. Alright, let's move on. Let's do a small grouping. Okay, this one makes sense. Cute little guy in some water. Canadian goose, very good. I'll say red-crested woodpecker. Downy woodpecker. I apologize. I don't know my peckers. It's a downy woodpecker. Sorry, my pecker knowledge is not up to date. I guess it's just lacking. I don't know about up to date. They don't really update the peckers. Do they update? No. They update fish. So they don't really find new birds. They find new fish. Yeah. This is a shockingly named green heron. So I know what you're thinking. That's red. Good job. We're doing so well on this eye exam. Remember, it's an eye exam. So we've also got the bird's feathering here, which is not quite blue. It's kind of a green. And like whenever naming happened, there wasn't like, you know, a whole lot of blue. So like sometimes people who didn't really see a lot of blue, they would just go with, oh, that's a green, huh? Another form of green. So as you can see with the top of its head crest, as well as its feathering, it is a greenish blue. So can't blame them too much. They're a little wrong. It's a fun name to keep. Now this guy, huge fan. Huge fan. Okay, so shrikes are really cool guys. So see how that beak is hooked? You see how this little beak is turned into a birdless. Welcome to my ASMR, I guess. See how its beak is hooked? Yeah, that's it catches prey. Well, you can also tell from the snake here. Again, incredible work by the artist again. So what they do is they'll stab these guys onto these guys. They stab them and eat them later, or they stab them and just use it to eat it then. But that's what they. They're super neat birds. But of course, it's going to be followed up by one of the coolest birds ever, which is just like, it's the seabird. This is the seabird. It's Seattle Seahawk, got its thing from the sky. They're all over any sea or like marshland because they thrive. Beautiful, majestic, dominating birds. They are big and they will get you. Another fun guy, another fun friend here. We got a brown pelican. Another big fan favorite among the bird guys, among bird fans. Brown pelican. Look at the guy. Look at this guy's face right here. He's up to no good, to be honest. He's up to no good. Can you tell he's up to no good? Look at that. Can you tell me real fast? What is he up to? No good. Very good. Very good. Okay. Let's see what we got next. We have a, I'm unfamiliar with this guy. I need to educate myself on the snail kite. Snail kite. Yeah, I was supposed to have you read that, but I guess that's on me. Now, what does this say right here? You can even look up here if you'd like. Common raven. Very good, common raven. Now this one makes a lot of sense. A lot of sense. And the design is very well done. I like this one a lot. This is the belted kingfisher. Moving on to the diamonds, we have what appears to be one of my favorite birds as well. One of my favorite birds. Incredible colors on this bird. I love the design they went with it, making it look like a little, almost like a New Mexico, quilt tile. It's the American kestrel. Beautiful bird. Tiny little guys. Cute as a bun. We'll eat so many snakes and bugs and other smaller birds. They're neat. They're neat little guys. They're pretty too. They'll fly by, real quick. Okay, so what is this one right here? They have a cute little call. They're pretty cute. They're pretty cute in real life. This is a Carolina wren. Good job reading that. Good job reading that. Don't forget, this is a eye exam. So you are supposed to be looking, but if you're not, that is okay as well. Interesting depiction here. Now this one kind of looks taller than it normally does, in my opinion. This one's not as, they typically appear more rounded than this one's depicted, at least from my visuals of seeing them in real life. This is a American robin. Very good. Pretty sure you can tell which one this one you are correct. It is the American cardinal. The northern cardinal, sorry, the northern cardinal. The northern cardinal, not the American cardinal, the northern cardinal. Alright, we got a small chunk this time. Let's see what we got rolling right here. Here we go with the peckers. This is the red-bellied. Pretty good. I don't know this one actually. The painted bunting. Oh, I do know this guy. They're very cute. I do know that guy. This is love this depiction of them because they are bendy guys. This is a Sandhill crane. Fun thing about Sandhill cranes, they might be responsible partially for Mothman appearances because of the way that they mate. They go wings spread and tilt their head back, and they have a red spot on the top of their head. Red spot on the top of their head. Full extension, arms out together, matching, so it looks like possibly one large entity with wide wings and two red eyes. And this is a bird that I really like because it'll come up in casual conversation with friends because they'll see a blackbird, but then they'll notice the little red and the yellow striping on its wings and go, "Ooh, that's really pretty. What is that?" And I look at them and I see what they see, and I go, "Oh, that is a really pretty bird." And I say, "That is a red-winged blackbird." And they go, "No, it's not it, 'cause that's two on the nose." And I go, "We can look it up." And like, what, really smug, because I'm like, that's what it is. But I mean, they look it up, and it's a red-winged blackbird. So bird, it's a blackbird, but it's also got some red on its wings. They did it. Like, it's job accomplished, you know what I mean? Okay, got a sizable chunk this time. We're going to try and blaze through pretty quickly here. Oh, I didn't know we had these. Purple gallinule. I don't know if that's how it's pronounced, gallinule, but they got the big old feet. Big old feet. Big old feet, okay. And then have a Roadrunner. Crested Roadrunner. Love the cactus designs on this guy. Love his face. And the little paisley there, too, is nice. That's beautiful. Vermilion flycatcher, that makes sense. We have a common loon. Common loon as a queen, that makes sense. That makes sense. I love a good loon. Loons are fun. You'll hear them their calls a lot in media because of how good of a call it is. Pilated woodpecker. See, I didn't want to be wrong on my peckers again. I was about to be wrong on my peckers. Ooh, what a cod, what a club king. This is the club king of crested Karakara. King of clubs, crested Karakara. Club of kings, king of clubs, crested, king of clubs, crested Karakara. King of clubs, crested Karakara. Say it with me. King of clubs, crested Karakara. King of clubs, crested Karakara. Yeah, pretty good. Okay, fun bird. Didn't actually know that they existed in North America until I got this pack, or until I saw this pack a little while ago, and that was one of the display cards. Didn't know they were North American. Turns out they sometimes fly up from South America into Texas and Florida, and sometimes other states nearby that, but that's typically where. Queen card for the clubs. Good choice. This is a great blue heron. One of the more beautiful birds to see in person. I do think, while this is a good depiction of it, I don't think it matches how they look in real life. They're much more blue. Yes, they're a very striking bird. Oh, this is a fun guy. Fun little guy here for a jack. This is an Atlantic Puffin. Very good. You can see that well. Now, I already know what the heck this guy is. I don't even need to see what this guy looks like. I already saw from the way that it's displayed. I know exactly what it is. Do you know what it is as well? It's a club. And I guess club makes sense for how it's pronounced. This is a peregrine falcon. Peregrine falcon. I'm so confident. And it is one of my favorite birds, if not my favorite bird. Actually, no, it is one of my favorite birds. My favorite bird is the secretary bird. This guy's just fun. This guy is just the greater prairie chicken. Sometimes you're lesser prairie chicken. This guy, greater. Can you tell? Can you tell from visual? That's greater. Yeah, very good. And we got guy who gets a bad rap. Guy who doesn't look too good all the time. Good depiction of him right here, though. This is a turkey vulture. There are better looking vultures out there, I can't lie. So we did get turkey vulture was apropos name. This one is a American avocet or avocet. One of the two. I don't know how to pronounce it, but they're water birds. Fun guy, cute guy. Here we go. We got a barn swallow. Pretty birds. Barn swallows. Swallows typically in general are very pretty birds. Oh, this is a duck. This is a wood duck. It's a hooded. Whoa. Oh, I apologize. It's not a duck. This is a hooded merganser. Hooded merganser. I apologize, Mr. Merganser. It won't happen again. Merganser. Alright. I'm blazing through these, but to finish these off really quickly. Blue jay as a 4 is kind of disrespectful. I can't lie to you. Blue jay is much more than a 4. Beautiful bird. One of the brightest depictions of blue in nature. That's pretty consistent, I gotta say. Blue jays, beautiful creatures. Golden crowned kinglet. Never heard of it before. Beautiful fun little guy. It looks like a coconut shrimp. Let me tell you, it looks like a coconut shrimp. Could you tell? Did you agree? That's part of the eye test. Yep, coconut shrimp looking bird. Carolina chickadee. The Carolina chickadee. Very cute on the branch. Oh, this is a fun one. The great-tailed grackle. Look at that boy. Great-tailed grackle. Right in that club. Look at that great-tailed grackle right there. That's a great-tailed grackle right there. If I ever seen a great-tailed grackle, that's a great-tailed grackle. That makes sense right here. The king of hearts. That's the bald eagle. Oh. Very cool birds. Certain times of years and in their lives, they will break their beaks. I think it's winter. I'm not certain, but at a certain time they'll break their beak and it will have to grow back. I don't think they all go through that, or all go through it every year, but I do know it does happen to them fairly often. One of my favorite birds, also, just because of how spooky they are. They have such a defined shape, and the hoodedness and the big eyes, with also the beak being directly beneath the eyes. There's just such a nice finesse to their appearance. Awful spooky as well. Barn owls, love barn owls. There we go. This is the wood duck. Fun little colors, beautiful duck. All right, one last batch. finish you off. Get this eye test done with. Ooh, another classic. Red-tailed hawk. Classic. This is a classic bird. When you think bird, you think a bird of prey. Just red-tailed hawks out there. It's one of the classic birds. Spoonbill. I've seen him in person. Very pretty. Very pink. Spoonbill flamingo. They seem like such exotic birds, and like, obviously being North American, it just feels like that they shouldn't be here. It feels like they should be more of like South American birds because of how pretty they are. The burrowing owl. Very cute, very fun. Gaze upon him, and he will gaze through you. Burrowing owls, just very cute. Just cute little guys. This is a scarlet tanager. Scarlet tanager. That's all I got to say about that. Very red, very bird. We have a white ibis. Yep, white ibis. Red-breasted nuthatch. That's about it. We've got a cedar waxwing. Very pretty birds. Very yellow in person. Their crest is very cresty as a blue jay's crest is, and I admire that about them. Also, very cute depiction. Very cute depiction. One of the cuter depictions so far. Mallard. Yep. Not even a mallard duck, just mallard. I knew it. Just a mallard. They went with the green guy in the front because the ladies are brown in the back. That's good noticing. Also the nice little touch. Very good job. Very good job. I'm impressed by that. We've got two left. It looks like we've got the American goldfinch. It is what it is. American goldfinch. And it should be the last card of the patch. And this is the ruby-throated hummingbird, as it should be. Ruby-throated hummingbirds, most common hummingbird in North America, one of the most popular hummingbirds in general. Very pretty bird, very cute bird, very heart-shaped, as well as having the hearty kind of note on its chest there. Beautiful birds. I have one that hangs out with me pretty often, actually. I like to think that me and her are friends. She might have thought I was a flower a couple different times, but 2 different times at least. Might have been 3, but at least 2 different times. I kid you not. This bird has locked in with me and moved toward me, and then toward me, and then toward me, and then stopped and went away. 2 separate times, and definitely possibly a third where it came close to me. I like acknowledge it, not to be like go away, but to be like, I'm not a flower, and it would still go. So I think me and Delphine, me and Delphine, we're homies. If you see a ruby-throated hummingbird out there, be nice to it. You might make homies too. Might make friends. Again, thank you for watching. This is an eye exam. This was definitely an eye exam. Yeah, this is an eye exam. It's a very sloppy eye exam. And a little bit of it was just me wanting to show off these cards that I really liked, and I figured they would make good sounds. My girlfriend got them for me, and I really like them. I love birds. I'm sure you can surmise from this. Thank you for watching this with me. Again, let me know if you think I should make merch that looks like the current hoodie I'm wearing, or at least inspired by the current hoodie I'm wearing, I should say, because I need to make more merch. But I thank you again for watching. This is over now. I'm going to do that, and this, one of those, one of these, some of that, and up right there. Okay, and then put these Hmm. Am I being silly? Oh, excuse me, I'm being silly. Excuse me, officer, you're gonna have to... You have to give me a moment. I'm being silly. No, officer, I have not been drinking. I'm just silly. Well, is it against the law to be silly in public? Oh. It is. I didn't know. I apologize. I'll take it home immediately. Officer. Okay. Well, actually, that was pretty good sound. Let's play with that for a second. You're probably already asleep now anyway. And if you're not, hi. What are you still doing here? I should go to sleep now. Thanks for watching, thanks for being here, thanks for birding with me, thanks for doing some bird things with me. Yeah. Good night. Sweet dreams. See you soon.